Hello and welcome to part 8 and what is the final part of season 1 of this Journeyman with Bath City. We've been offered a new contract. We're now on £800 a week. There's another 1-year deal. See how we do up in the National League. But as for the matches in between, you'll see in a minute. It's been okay, but if you are enjoying this series, do make sure you leave a big old thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Both of them things help with the YouTube algorithm and get more eyes on the series. And also, if you haven't already, which you're crazy if you haven't, you're enjoying this series, do make sure you hit that subscribe button because that helps me as a channel grow. And like I've said the last couple of times out, we are aiming for 50 followers for Christmas going into the new year. So let's see if we can keep that rolling. And that being said, let us head on in to today's episode. So here we are. I didn't record us winning the league because this Hungerford game, we drew 1-1, as you can see. Early in the 10th minute, Cody Cook pulled one back, and then we just dominated after that. And we should have done better. And then we went on to face, and that's where we won the league in that match. I was going to record it, but we didn't get a trophy presentation or anything. Then we were away to Billericay. This one was a tough game. Even though we took the lead in the 18th minute, we just didn't fully dominate. Yeah. But we've got the final 2 games, both at home, against Tunbridge, Angels, and Oxford City. So, as for the team that we'll be taking on Tunbridge in this first game, we're going with House in goal, Harmon at left back, Batten and Gehring in defence, the centre of defence with Rains on the right. And we've got Stevens playing today at the base of midfield with Smith and Duncan ahead of him. Frew on the left, Fletcher on the right, and Cook up top. That being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this match and see if we do get a trophy presentation in either of these games. Alright, down at pitch side. Let us hope that we can finish off the season with a couple of wins here at home. Tunbridge are down in the relegation zone. See, they're 21st, they are bottom of the league, looking to get relegated. So, come on. Alright, it's Harmon with a throw-in. Sends it to Smith. Now Stevens. To Freer. Oh, what a strike by Freer with the outside of his boot. I didn't think he was going to score, I thought he was going to go wide. But the outside of his boot hits the woodwork base of the post and creeps into the back of the net. Superb effort. A little bit of spin on it, which is always good. That's why I thought it was going wide originally. But yeah, 1-0. As you can see, we're like 16 points clear. Goal difference of 50 for the season is insane. Harmon to Freer, back to Harmon. Plays it all the way back to Batten. Gives it back to Harmon again. Now Smith. Into Freer. Freer has a crack, and that's his second of the game. Another great goal by Freer. From the edge of the area. Just blasts it into that far post again. And that keeper, you should argue, should have done better. I'd say that. 2-0. Yeah, how do you guys think we're going to fare in the Vanarama National League next season? Do you think we're going to struggle, finish mid-table, challenge for promotion? I think we might have a bit of a struggle. I think we'll probably be a consolidation season. And then we'll go from there. But I mean, who's to say someone doesn't come in and try offering us a job? Now Batten, Harmon, Smith, Freer, Cook, to Fletcher. Is that wide? Whipped in, and Cook's there, but Freer's there as well. Whoa, both efforts were blocked. That is craziness. Now it's a free kick for them. Now, good position. It's Loft. Then House is there to save easily, but puts it out for a corner. Loft now with the corner. Whipped in at this near post. Duncan heads it clear. Fletcher's going to get there. Can we break? Cook's up top. Cook through the middle. Fletcher down this left-hand side. Whipped in. It's blocked though. Milovanovic to Loft, and it's cleared. No, Freer with the free kick. Whipped in. Batten couldn't get his head on it. And now it's back with Freer. Alright, Freer! Ooh, that would have been a cracking finish for his final goal. For his hat-trick. But now it's fielding for them, into Murphy. All the way back to the keeper, Egan. He said Elgin. Egan hoofs it upfield over the top. Wood is through. Wood scores. Tommy Wood. The defence got caught slack in there. Just an easy ball over the top. Egan just hoofs it upfield. Batten and Gehring just were not wise to it. And then House didn't have much choice of what he could do. Did his best. But we shall take Fletcher off and we'll bring Richards on. I'm going to bring Little John on for Rains. That'll be our 2 changes for now. Alright. See what we can do with these last few minutes. Offer some praise to the boys because they have done well. Apparently Batten was frustrated by that. The rest of them were okay. And we are going to hold on. Freer off and Limley for the last few seconds. But that is it. We've won 2-1. Continuing our winning ways again. After that poor run of draws. What was it? 4 draws in a row? And then the win in the last match and now a win again today. As long as we can go in. If we win this game against Oxford, then we're good form for going into next season. Slough and Oxford have guaranteed theirs as well. Freer drives back forward. Yep. Slough playoff bound. Freer showed delights Rolo. With that, I'll see you in just a moment, folks, for the match against Oxford City to finish off the season. Alright, we're back. A very familiar looking side that will be taking on Oxford City in the final game of the season. So we're going with House in goal, Harmon, Batten, Gehring and Rains in defence. Stevens again at the base of midfield. Smith and Duncan ahead of him, and then Freer left, Fletcher right and Cook through the middle. I'll have a look at Fletcher actually while we're here. Then 36 starts, 2 sub-appearances, 16 goals, 5 assists. XG of 14.05, so he's above his XG for his goals. Which is good. Average rating in the league, 7.29, overall 7.21. And then I also want to have a look at Cook, actually. See how he's doing. So he scored 22 in the league in 37 starts and 2 sub-appearances, 5 assists. His XG of 16.05, so he's doing massively above his XG. Yeah, that's pretty good. A 7.11, 7.14 is his average rating for the season. Finances quickly as the club. Obviously, we've dropped like 10 grand since we last looked at it. Without further ado, let us head down to pitchside for one final time this season and see if we can end it on a high for a nice win. See you in a second, folks. Alright, here we are for the final time, going for kickoff of a football match in the National League South. Oxford, obviously, who are third, Obviously, the teams as you see them in the playoff positions are the teams that are going to be in the playoffs. Obviously, Ebbsfleet, who were the league favourites at the start of the season, not even making the playoffs this year. Just encourage the boys a little bit. Don't know why Batten gets frustrated by it. I mean, Harmon becomes complacent from it. Alright, let's demand more. Come on, we're at home. Final game of the season. We should be winning this. They're playing a flat 4-4-2. It's interesting. Alright. That was a poor first half. Don't like what I saw. Pointing a finger at them, and hopefully that'll give them a kick up the ass. So. Sorry now for them. That's Zaka. All the way back to the keeper. Dudzinski. Hoofed upfield, but Goring's there, and now we can build from the back. Goring out to Fletcher. What's going to do here? Gives it back to Goring. Rains now. I don't know where he was going, but he could have given Fletcher an attacking opportunity a minute ago. Well, they're just passing it around cleverly. Here's Cook. Duncan now. Here's Stevens. Goring. Rains again now on this right-hand side. Looking to get down and give a cross. No, gives it to Fletcher. Into Duncan. Crosses. Freer. Oh, what a save by the keeper. Freer should have put us 1-0 up. I'll be disappointed if we don't win this. Here's Freer. Far post, but Duncan off the bar, and then Duncan on his own rebound. Slots it away. Second time of asking. And that puts us one ahead. Good corner by Freer. Batten at the back post. Duncan then heads it onto the crossbar. And then the rebound, he was just the quickest to it. So, 88 points as it stands for finishing the season. Batten cuts it out. Now Fletcher plays it through for Cook. Cook now to Rains. Running through the middle. Into Smith. Stevens. Smith again. Picks out Freer. Freer. Oh, just wide by Freer. Now, our poor form coincides with Fletcher stopping scoring lately. These last few games. See what Harmon does here, and then we'll make a triple change because we've like late on the change. Oh, Fletcher and Cook both missing chances there. Alright, what can we do here? Go to the tactics. We're going to go to the three up top. You'll be a pressing forward on support. You're the pressing forward on attack. And Nimley can come on for the final time. Or James can come on for Stevens. And then I want to give Little John another run out. You obviously become an attacking wing back. You obviously become the Masala. Attack. We go from there. See what we can do with these last few minutes. That's 10-12 minutes. Duncan now. Goring. Through to Cook. Now Fletcher. Fletcher turns his man. Gets into the box. But then loses out. And the defender just hoofs it into the stand. Changes are made. Nothing came in the corner. Now it's a corner for them. Owusu. Headed over the bar by Matsuzaki. And they've just made all their changes now. So, Owusu again with a corner. Matsuzaki, and House holds on. Thought that crossed the line for a second while he was holding on to it. It's House now. What's he going to do? Hoofed upfield. Fletcher brings it down. Fletcher whipped into Nimley, but it's cut out. Now Bradbury for them. Alright, what's going to happen here? McEachran. Whipped in. Al Husseini. Now Zuzi. Zuzi. Oh. Joe, how do you pronounce that? Iachio Fano something. But Zuzi, good ball in, just onside when that ball came in. 1-1, and this has been disappointing. Should have won this final game of the season, but there we go. Going to cheer on the fans. But with a point and a finger, very disappointed. Should have won that. But that will go Oxford a little bit of hope in the playoffs. It'll be interesting to see who does come up with us. So, to end the match. 3 stars, you were superb again. Braintree fall into regional Premier. Oh, what? Tunbridge won 2-1 on the final day. Braintree lost to Billericay. So it's Braintree that get relegated. And as for the league, as it finishes, so we've got us as champions. Dulwich Hamlet, Oxford, Welling, Slough, Havant and Concord in the playoffs. Obviously missing out. There's Maidstone, Hemel Hempstead, Hampton and Richmond, Billericay 12, Dorking, Hungerford, Chippenham, St Albans down in 16. Dartford, Chelmsford, Eastbourne Borough, Tunbridge saving themselves on the final day of the season. And Braintree, fortunately relegated. But we have a look who got promoted from and relegated from league above. Right now, let's get over stages. So York are going up. Bradford, Park Avenue and Farsley Celtic are getting relegated. Leamington just surviving. But as you know, obviously Leamington are the team that Lujo is managing this year. It's his first club. And then for the teams coming down that we are going to face. Oh no, this is the National League, sorry. The Maidenhead, Wealdstone and Dover are relegated. Torquay, God bless them, that's where I live, just surviving. Weymouth, who was nearly the team that we managed this year. If they weren't promoted last year, it would have probably been Weymouth that we managed. Grimsby, promoted. Wrexham, Barnet, Stockport in the playoffs. Devon, Notts County, Aldershot. Eastleigh, maybe Bromley, an outside chance of getting into the playoffs. But as for how it stands at the moment in League 2, it was Oldham and Scunthorpe that get relegated. The team for the town where I grew up and support, Harrogate Town, managed to survive. Glenn Botterill now manager there. It's his history. Biography. Botterill first non-playing role Northampton. It's Northampton scout, a position he held for like 6 months. Then went on to scout for MK Dons for 4 years. Joined Salford as a scout in 2018. Stayed there until 2020. A break from football lasting 18 months, then followed with Botterill's next role as manager of Harrogate. So it's his first managerial role. It's interesting. As for tactics, how are they lining up? 4-4-2. Obviously, Will Smith, great defender. Patterson, key player for us, really. Shepherd and Armstrong up top. Muldoon's on the bench. Diamond's on the bench. Diamond's the ex-Sunderland guy, isn't he? Yeah. We had him on loan from Sunderland. And had him on loan again. So, glad to see that Harrogate survived. Hopefully they can push on next season. We could bear if at Forest Green, on loan from Arsenal. But yeah. As for the playoffs in our league, stages. Playoff first round. So we've got Welling versus Concord and Slough versus Havant. And then in the semi-final, it'll be Oxford versus either Slough or Havant, and Welling or Concord versus Dulwich Hamlet. So that'll be interesting to see how the playoffs do. But that being said, we shall wrap things up here. And if you are enjoying the series and excited for the transfer special tomorrow, folks, then do make sure you leave a big old thumbs up, and also make sure that you are leaving comments down below as well. Both of them things help with the YouTube algorithm. And then also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because that helps me personally as a channel grow. Obviously, like I've said at the start and end of the last few videos, do make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button if you are enjoying this, because we are aiming for 50 subscribers by Christmas going into the new year. And then we can see where we push on from there. That being said, I shall see you all on the flip side. Bye-bye.